Okay, students, so we will see the solutions for class 9. Okay, who coined the term protoplasm for the fluid substance of the cell? It's Purkinje. Consider the following statements regarding the movement of water. So they're asking the correct statement. Placing a cell in a hypotonic solution will cause the cell to swell up. Okay, so this statement is correct. Hypotonic solution automatically, so the cell will swell and then the bursting and all will happen. Okay, yes. Second statement, the movement of water across a selectively permeable membrane is called diffusion. No, because diffusion doesn't require any of the selectively permeable membrane, so it's not definition for diffusion. Third one, water crosses the cell membrane equally in both direction when the cell is in isotonic solution. Okay, so they're asking equally in both direction when it is an isotonic solution. So this statement is correct. Okay, the option will be B, 1 and 3. Third one, assertion, the nucleus plays a central role in cellular respiration. The nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a double-layered membrane and contains thread-like structures called chromatin material. So both statement are correct. Cellular reproduction is, that is the mitosis and all everything. So the cell division and all, so that process. The nucleus play important role in cell division and all. So to confuse it, they are given this reproduction and all. It's nothing but cell division and cell cycle, right? Okay. The nucleus separated from cytoplasm by double-layered membrane and contains thread-like structure called chromatin. Both statements are correct, but because of the chromatin and doesn't like they are playing important role now. So chromatin is a part. They are talking about chromatin, yes, not because of the chromatin. So they don't directly explain. Okay, so option will be B. Consider the role of membranes in different cell components. Okay, so we have to choose the correct statement. The nuclear membrane has pores allowing material transfer between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. It's correct. Mitochondria and plastids are unique in having their own DNA and ribosomes, but their membranes are identical to the plasmid. Definitely, this first half of the sentence is correct. Mitochondria and plastids have their own DNA and ribosomes, correct, but their membranes are not identical to plasma membrane. They are given like identical to plasma membrane. That's not correct. It's wrong. Next one, third one. Endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus membranes constitute a portion of complex cellular membrane system. So this endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, they have the cellular membrane system. They are bound with membrane. So they are correct. So only the first statement and third statement are correct. Option C is correct. Fifth one. The process of diffusion is crucial for the life of cell, but it cannot alone account for all material transport across the plasma membrane. So they are telling that diffusion is crucial for life of cell, but it cannot alone account for, yes, because diffusion, not always diffusion is okay. Yes, diffusion is sufficient for the transport of mechanism. No, sometimes they require passive transport, vessel diffusion. Okay, sometimes they require active transport. Okay, so they are telling like that it cannot alone account for. So statement is correct. Reason, different molecules move in and out of the cell through a type of transport requiring the use of energy. Okay. Yes. So different molecules move in and out. So they are saying like sometimes they require use of energy. So what I told na, so like assertion, they told it cannot alone. This diffusion alone is not sufficient always. Sometimes they require active transport also. Sometimes they require facilitated diffusion also. That's why in reason they are giving, yes, sometimes the different molecules they move in and out requiring energy. Okay, diffusion doesn't require energy. So this reason correctly explains the assertion. Yeah. Next, match the following. Robert Hooke observed cells in cork slice. Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. Leeuwenhoek, Anton von Leeuwenhoek, he saw the free living cells in pond water. Purkinje coined the term protoplasm. Yes, so sixth one will be B. So the options will be given correct in your. So this one is A4, B3, okay, C1, C1, D2, B option. Seventh question. The tissue that makes a plant hard and stiff, whose cells are dead and have walls thickened due to deposition of lignin. So lignin is a hard part. It's present only in sclerenchyma. Eighth question. Statement 1. Bone is a strong and non-flexible tissue embedded in a hard matrix composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. True. Ligaments connect muscle to bones. No. Ligament connects bone to bone. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is false. C. Ninth one. Which of the following statement is all correct about a neuron? Statement 1. Neuron consists of a cell body with nucleus and cytoplasm. Yes, correct. Each neuron usually has a single long fiber called the axon and many short branched parts called dendrites. Both statements are correct. Assertion. Xylem and phloem are classified as complex permanent tissues. Reason. Complex tissues are made up of more than one type of cell that coordinate to perform a common function. So both assertion and reason are correct. So reason is the correct explanation of A. 11th one. Epidermal tissue cells form a continuous layer without intercellular space. Reason is that's correct. They form a continuous layer. Epidermis has a protective role to play, guarding the plant against loss of water, mechanical injury, and invasion by parasitic fungi. So both are correct. 11A. Match the following. Simple squamous epithelium, lining of blood vessels or lining of alveoli. Okay. Stratified squamous epithelium, stratified skin. Cuboidal epithelium, lining of kidney tubules and ducts of salivary glands. Ciliated columnar epithelium, lining of the respiratory tract. Option is B. Which of the following is considered as an exotic? Exotic means foreign. Okay, so just Jersey. The two main components of animal husbandry addressed in food production are cattle farming and poultry farming. Beekeeping, beekeeping like animal, they are asked about animal husbandry. So crop farming on command animal husbandry, agriculture on command animal husbandry. Same thing. So aquaculture, mariculture, sometimes this aquaculture is not only done for foods, also done for this ornamental fishes. So C is correct. Which pair represents abiotic factors causing grain storage losses? So if we take abiotic factors, so it should not be a living organism. A, they have insects. So A is wrong. Bacteria, fungi, it's also living organism. Moisture and rodents, also living organism. D is correct. 16th one. Intercropping helps in preventing all pest and disease in the crops. Okay. So they're asking intercropping helps in preventing all pest and disease. No, it won't help in preventing, like anyway the pest, disease and all, it will come. So this assertion is false. Intercropping is the practice of growing two or more crops in a definite row pattern, leading to maximum utilization of resources. So intercropping is nothing but growing the crops in a particular pattern, like rows. So this rows for one crop, this rows for one crop. So that is intercropping. So assertion is false, reason is true. 17th question. Gene manipulation is useful in crop improvement programs. Reason, it allows breeders to introduce desirable characters such as high yield and disease resistance into crop varieties. Gene manipulation is useful in crop improvement programs. Yes, they help in crop improvement programs. Correct. So reason, that is also correct. So reason correctly explains the assertion. 18th one, which statement is correct regarding composite fish culture? It involves the use of 5 years. Composite means like more fishes, right? So first statement is correct. The selected species should have different food zones. Yes. So if you are doing like different species of fishes, then they should have a different food zones also. So 2 is correct. It is a major technique used only in not for marine fisheries. So it can done for other fisheries also. First option is correct. 1 and 2. 19th one, identify the correct statement regarding white revolution. It refers to the increase in milk production availability. Yes, of course. It lead to better and more efficient animal husbandry. Only the animal husbandry practices are good. White revolution will be good. Okay, so second statement is correct. The primary focus was on marine. No, it's not about fisheries and all. So it's false. Match the following. Yes, mariculture, culturing valuable marine fish. Marine, that is mariculture. B. Photo period, the duration of sunlight necessary for growth and flowering in crops. Aquaculture, this one, last one. C option is correct. Yes, thank you, students.